Hey, good morning, everybody. This is going to be a micro session of WTF Talks. We just got off our business morning meeting with everybody on a call, and Hannah called me immediately afterwards to tell me that I was an idiot. And so I want to talk just for a minute about how you call someone out on that and really like what was the great faux pas? Like, what did I do wrong?
He, oh, he fully, I just sent him a text message right afterwards, like in the middle of what he was doing. Like, shut your pie hole. Like, you cannot do what you are doing right now. He didn't
And
see it.
being a good participant in a meeting, I wasn't reading my text messages.
And then naturally afterwards, he calls me like, well, what did I do? Like, what was the problem? And I'm like, well, which one do you want me to choose from? Like,
So in the meeting, I don't remember, it was just kind of in the preamble to the meeting, as we probably take 5 minutes or so in the morning meeting to just kind of chit chat and talk with everybody, as we're waiting for the last latecomers to show up. And I don't even know how we got into it, but we got talking about Adderall and ADHD and how college students sometimes are using Adderall to
support focus.
enhance enhance
Sure.
their abilities around testing and energy. I don't know how to address that, and the fact that ADHD and Adderall have a direct correlation. And I've said on this, and I've said it in 1,000 places through the course of my life, that I am an ADHD kid, without a doubt. Still using daily doses of medicine to help me stay on track as much as I can. And all you probably know, I don't stay on track particularly well. So, but I just simply asked the question. Oh, actually, I accused someone on the call of having ADHD. And I was just, I don't know, she said something that was so obviously the results of ADHD. I was like, hey, ADHD much?
Oh my gosh,
Uh,
and here's her name. Whoever edits this, please block that out.
no, it's like,
Yes. Yes.
okay, this is where I
Yes.
get in trouble. So this is a great example of how to deal with conflict in a family business. Um,
You
I
yell at
just
your
don't worry
father.
about much stuff.
You okay. Keep going. So
So,
you
anyways, I said that, and she, of course, was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And so, we had this kind of not particularly emotional, just like an honest conversation going on in this group chat of, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 people. Um, and and then I just said, "Hey, who else on this call has ADHD?" And Hannah took offense to that. Why is that a problem?
it is a you legally cannot ask a room of people that you employ to raise their hands if they have any sort of disability. And ADHD falls under a disability, and that is illegal according to the Disability Act. That's all of that was bad. Like, and I said that
That
as
was bad.
as soon as you said that, I said, you don't have to answer that. You cannot ask that question. And then the conversation just kept going. And I looked at Stano and I was like, help me out here and pull this meeting back around and just talk about something else because I don't have a soft, easy
Close to
transition. I
this.
try to be smooth in those meetings and let it. And that time I was like, we're done. It's
Right.
over. Move on. Like,
So here's the thing. Here's the challenge that I have. Everyone in thought leadership today around leadership believes that you should be transparent and vulnerable with people. And
sure.
when I'm transparent and vulnerable with people, I get in trouble with the HR lawyers or HR managers, managing partners.
It's not that you can't be transparent with people for you to happily share that you have it and use medicine like you just did on this call. Absolutely appropriate. Anybody can personally share almost anything about themselves, and that is not the problem. The problem was you looking at the room and saying, raise your hand if you fill in the blank. And I was like, you're asking for like that was the issue. And
Yeah.
calling someone for it. Also a problem.
Also, what? Calling
Also
someone
a
out for it?
problem. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can see how that's a faux pas. I really can see how that's a faux pas. You shouldn't say to someone, "Hey, that sounds like you got ADHD, babe." Well, one, you shouldn't call them babe, um,
Correct. Correct.
and and
That would be another
two,
one.
and two, you shouldn't call people out in public settings. But
Correct.
I believe that ADHD is a superpower. And if other people have labeled it as a disability, it's largely because they don't understand what it makes people capable of doing. And that we all have disabilities and shortcomings, and that we need to figure out what ours are and to manage them and exploit them for their best outcomes in our lives. And so, like, I just refuse to accept the concept that ADHD has hurt me and that I actually believe it's made me special.
And that's fabulous for you. But for you to take the assumption that it's only supported you and assume that it's only supported every other human is a problem. You need to understand that it has different effects on other people that are outside your personal experience. And you can jokingly, I don't disagree that it has so much of a capability to be a superpower. You can joke about that with your friends around a bonfire. You can joke around that with your church buddies around a board table, but in a room of people that you employ, that you have hired, that you pay every week, you cannot say that.
Okay, noted.
You remember sitting around the table at the house around the island at Six Collins and being like, I need to send you to school for human resources because I need a human resources person in my life.
Yes, I
I
do.
wanted to go to school for entrepreneurial studies.
You
This is
already
the
knew
monster
everything about entrepreneurial studies.
I
You grew
did.
up in an incubator.
I started it and I hated it because I didn't feel like I was learning anything. But this is the monster that you have created. All I'm saying is this is your
Well,
problem.
I am very happy to have, maybe very happy is the wrong term. I am ecstatic that you have knowledge that I don't have and can bring it to bear in people's businesses and can be a value for our company and for other people's companies. It does feel like a roadblock from time to time in me being me, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I shouldn't always be me. You know what? My life should be like bowling at the bowling alley when the bumpers are up. And you're one of the bumpers.
Hmm.
Thank you for fulfilling that role for me and helping me try to stay on the lane.
I said this yesterday in a couple. It started in one meeting and carried forward to the others. But I am your impulse control. I am here to support
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
bulls, the balls going in the gutters. But I texted afterwards because I was like, and he thinks he's not Michael Scott from The Office. Like that was the most Michael Scott
Moment.
conversation
Oh, that is
ever.
so bad.
I
Man,
know because
I
it
hate
was
that
so
show.
bad. I
I
know
know that
because
everybody loves that show, but I hate that show.
it's because it hits a little too close to home sometimes.
So it's a parody of me.
Sometimes,
That's
sometimes.
that's not good.
Well,
Okay. I will do better. I will do better. I will do better. And I'm excited about the next generation that's helping me get better. Hey everyone, thanks for spending a couple minutes with us. I hope you enjoyed this. And who knows, maybe that name will stay in the video. Maybe that name will come out of the video. We'll have
it's
to see.
coming out of the video or I'm taking the video down.
Thanks, everyone.
Goodness gracious. That was the most micro one we've had.